Breaking news. Scientists say that the summer will reach breaker-breaking temperatures. How many times have we heard that phrase in the news before in the past couple of years? Well, I know I have, and I started looking into what was causing the increase in high temperatures, and this is due to climate change. So today, I will try to persuade you that we need to take immediate action against climate change. First, we'll discuss what is climate change, and then what are the effects of climate change, and what actions we need to take to combat climate change. First, let's answer the question, what is climate change? Climate change is the long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns. Since the 1980s, human activity, primarily burning fossil fuel, is a main driver to climate change. What is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel is coal, oil, and gas. And we burn fossil fuel to create and to generate, to make energy, such as electricity. But burning fossil fuel also generates greenhouse emissions. When these greenhouse emissions go up to the atmosphere, it heats up the atmosphere, which causes global warming. According to the United Nations website, Earth is now about 1.1 Celsius warmer than it was in the late 1880s. The last decade, 2011 to 2020, was the warmest on record. 1.1 Celsius is 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Global warming needs to be kept at 34 degrees Fahrenheit at the end of the century. But if nothing is done, global warming will exceed to 39 degrees Celsius. So now that we know what climate change is, what are the causes, let us discuss what are the effects of climate change. One of the effects of climate change is that it causes storm to drop more rain due to warmer air, which holds more moisture. This causes hurricanes to be stronger, and for there to be more floods. Hurricanes will become more frequent in certain areas, and also, according to the Life Science of February 3rd, 2022, climate models forecast that the global warming cause climate patterns worldwide to experience significant changes. These changes will likely include major shifts in wind patterns and annual precipitation. So we can see an increase in storms and also in floodings. Another effect is that glaciers are melting in the North Pole, which causes sea levels to rise. And also, global warming also increases diseases, and which can affect a lot of animals and plants, and also could cause them to go to extinct. Animals may go extinct due to them not able to migrate fast enough to environments that are more inhabitable for them due to the changing climate. Because of climate change, there will be an increase in frequency of heat waves and droughts. This affects crop production and also will impact human health. According to the Center of Science Education website, the air quality will likely continue to deteriorate in urban areas, assuming current emission levels continue, causing more cardiorespiratory problems. This is because a lot of urban areas have big factories, which causes a lot of gas emissions, and people around very close to these gas emissions will feel will have health problems. And a problem is that more people will be affected. Events such as heat waves, storms, floods, fires, droughts, and some poor countries will not have don't have enough money to adapt to uh, climate change. So, what can we do to combat climate change? Governments are taking action. For example, countries are pledging to try to keep global warming to 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Many countries pledge to get to net zero emissions by 2050. According to the United Nations, the 10 countries with the largest emissions contribute 68%. Everyone must take climate change actions. But people and countries creating more of the problem have great responsibility to act first. So here we know that the United States is a big country that causes a lot of gas emissions. So that tells us that we have a great responsibility to take action. So what can we do as individuals to combat climate change? Well, first, we can use our voice to let people know about the problem and also let them know the solutions there is to combat climate change. We can talk to representatives and make sure that they're making good decisions and working on ways to reduce gas emissions. Actions that we can do to lessen gas emissions is powering homes with renewable energy. Instead of using gas energy, we can use solar and wind energy. We can insulate homes well, and with this we use less energy for heating and cooling, and also reduce water waste because a lot of energy goes to pump heat and treat our water. Less energy that is used means less gas emissions, which helps climate change. So I hope today you were able to learn that we need to take immediate action against climate change. We discussed that what climate change is, what are the effects of climate change, and what actions we need to take against climate change. Now it's time that every time you hear the news about breaking temperatures, it is a reminder that we need to take immediate action against climate change. Thank you.